Understanding self-quarantine, a guide for English language learners. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to explore a phrase that has become quite common in recent times: self-quarantine. This term is not only crucial for health and safety but also interesting from a language perspective. Let's dive into what it means and how it's used in everyday English. Self-quarantine refers to the act of isolating oneself voluntarily to prevent the spread of an illness or disease. This term gained prominence during the COVID-19 pandemic. It involves staying at home, avoiding contact with others, and monitoring one's health for a certain period, usually 14 days. The key elements here are voluntary action and prevention. To understand how to use self-quarantine in sentences, here are a few examples. 1. After returning from abroad, she decided to self-quarantine for 2 weeks. 2. The health guidelines recommend self-quarantine if you've been exposed to the virus. 3. During his self-quarantine, he worked from home and avoided social gatherings. Notice how the phrase can be used as both a verb, to self-quarantine, and a noun, during his self-quarantine. Understanding synonyms and related terms can broaden your vocabulary. Similar phrases include isolation, often used in a medical context when someone is sick. Quarantine, a general term for separating and restricting the movement of people. Social distancing, maintaining physical distance to prevent spread. Each term has its nuances, but they all relate to health and safety measures. Self-quarantine is not just a medical term, it reflects a sense of responsibility and community care. It's about taking proactive steps to protect not just oneself, but also others, especially those vulnerable to illnesses. This term embodies a cultural shift towards more awareness and action in public health. Thank you for joining me in exploring self-quarantine. Remember, this term is more than just about isolation. It's about taking responsible actions for the greater good. I hope this video has been informative and helps you understand and use this important phrase more confidently in your conversations. Stay safe and keep learning.